Am I the asshole, AWTA, for not giving our granddaughter the same wedding gift as our other grandchildren? First of all, this is my first post on here ever. I wanted an objective opinion and I have read a lot of these kinds of posts on Facebook. If I do anything wrong, please tell me. I, 70s F, am the grandmother to 5 wonderful grandkids, 3 women and 2 men. The last of my grandkids got married last October. My husband, 70s M. And I usually get them a small gift, usually the cheapest thing on the registry. Then the day before the wedding, we privately gift them a check for $40,000. We prefer that they use it for a house, but we don't force them to do so. We also ask them to keep it private. We have a big extended family, and we don't want them to expect it from us. They all honored this request. When it came to our youngest granddaughter, we bought her an air fryer. That was the cheapest thing on the registry, and sent it in advance. Then she called us furious. She went off on us for being cheap and how she knew we had money, but that we did not love her enough to show it by getting her something more expensive. We were horrified by her behavior. Then she went ahead and threatened to disinvite us if we didn't get her a better gift. We discussed it, bought her a china set, but we did not give her the money that was set aside for her. We decided that she did not deserve it. Fast forward to last week, she met up with her brother, they got to talking and she found out about the cash gift that he got. She asked her cousins and found out all of them got the same gift. She called us furious for discriminating against her. We told her that it was our money, and after how she behaved, we did not want to give it to her. She started crying, said that she was just extremely stressed, and that we shouldn't have taken it to heart. We told her that we stand by our decision. Now she is refusing to attend Christmas, and her mother, our Dill, is calling us Oz. So AWTAs. Not the asshole. She cared more about the cost of a gift than your presence at her wedding. That's not stress, that's spoiled. And her mother backing her up shows why she is spoiled. If she'd apologized before finding out about the money, then you might have believed that her remorse was been real. But she didn't. She called you furious once she found out, trying to force you to give her more again. Then tried tears to manipulate you. Now, with no wedding to blame her behavior on, she's refusing to come to events until you cough up the cash. Guess you know what value she puts on her grandparents. She's entitled, spoiled and rude. Am I the asshole for not switching seats with some lady on the plane to sit with my girlfriend? My, M21, girlfriend, F21. And I just got done with finals, so we decided to take a trip to Ohio for a few days. We live on the West Coast, so it's like a 4-hour flight. We got done with our trip and we're coming back home by plane. When we woke up, she was immediately angry because I accidentally pushed her off the bed lol. Then she started finding things to complain about. I suggested we get the free breakfast with our hotel instead of going to some coffee shop, and when we went she kept complaining about how the coffee is weak and she needs another one, so I complied and we went to a coffee shop. We get to the airport and she's complaining more. I tell her I'm tired and let me rest, don't talk to me until we get home, and she gets all mad and complains. We have different seats on the plane because the flight is packed and overbooked. I tell her it's fine, it's just 4 hours. She then comes to my seat and tells me the woman sitting next to her is willing to trade seats with me. I literally said, "Give me a break," and told her no. She went back crying, but I just wanted a damn break. When we got home she started crying even more and said I embarrassed her on the flight. AITA? Info. Do you like your girlfriend at all? You are the asshole. She started her day by being pushed out of bed, which, unless she's 30 pounds, takes some real force. Then you were rude to her the rest of the day and complained that she was in a bad mood? Just break up. Info. Can I ask sincerely, what do you like about your GF? What does she like about you? Why are you a couple? She started finding things to complain about. Doesn't sound like a relationship worth saving if this is how you think about her. You are the asshole. You are the asshole. You're saying your behavior was appropriate because you were stressed because you just finished finals, but so did she. I would be in a crap mood too if I was woken up by a grown man shoving me off the bed and then laughing in my face. On top of you just being so rude to her for being unhappy. Leave her, you don't even like her. Am I the asshole for telling my friend his physical standards or why he's single? I, 22M, have a friend, 22M, who has never had a girlfriend or romantic experience. Now, let me say that I actually really like him as a person and think he has positive qualities. He has a solid job making $180,000 with a company car as a surgical device sales representative. At 22, after graduating magna cum laude. He is generally affable and easy to talk to. If his standards were just educated and good person, I would totally support it, as I think that's reasonable. However, physically, and I know I'm being brutal here, he is not a catch. He already has a significantly receded hairline. His face is quite frankly below average, he's of below average height, and he's not in amazing shape. I believe he has a distorted view because his parents constantly told him he was very handsome and could get any girl. As a result, he is exclusively interested in women who are not just successful, but also are exceptionally gorgeous. A woman, who said she just graduated from an Ivy League and was a tech sales representative, was flirting with him at the bar. Though she was nice and clearly quite intelligent, and again I know I'm being brutal here, she was not very attractive. When she asked for his number, he politely declined. I asked him what was wrong, and he said, "I mean, she seems like a nice person, but she's definitely not in my league." I bit my tongue. The next week, he came to me upset and told me that a woman that he had a cooking class with rejected him. Suspecting the reason why, I asked him to show me a picture of her from her social media. Sure enough, she was insanely attractive and in marketing at a big company. I just tried to sympathize. Later, I thought long and hard about it. On the one hand, I didn't want to be mean. But on the other, this has been occurring since freshman year of high school. He is now the last person in the friend group to be single and completely missed out on dating in high school and college. Say what you will, but I think that romance is important for the vast majority of people, and I also think physical attraction is a foundational aspect of relationships unless you're both ace. He could easily be in a relationship if he got over his obsession with beauty. So after rehearsing what I wanted to say, I decided to sit him down and I told him, "I'm going to be honest with you, man. I think you should lower your physical standards. You would have way more options." He protested and said that his standards were reasonable because he's a good-looking guy. I said, "I hate to say it, but your approach of only going after beautiful and successful women has not worked out. Feel free to shoot your shot, but I think you should also consider women that are nice, smart, but less physically attractive." I recommended he go to therapy about this. He got angry and has been giving me the cold shoulder ever since. 8 days. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. It sounds like you approached this mindfully and with good intentions. Unfortunately, a guy like this doesn't sound open to reflection about himself. These opinions tend to solidify with time, resulting in a "the women are the problem" mindset. He will either learn in time or he won't. Not the asshole. Honestly, you've risked looking like the bad guy to genuinely help your friend because you want him to be happy, and you spent time and energy thinking how to do that in a way that wouldn't hurt his feelings. You didn't call him unattractive or say they were out his league. You just said it wasn't working out and he should maybe try something new. I think you're a mensch. Am I the asshole for sharing my salary at dinner and making my sil cry? Tonight, my fiancé, 26 male, and I, 26 female, were at dinner with his family. He has a younger brother, 18 male, and an older sister, 29 female, who I will refer to as my sil just because it's simpler. I've been working as a product manager at a big tech company since I got out of college 5 years ago. My salary has steadily climbed in the last couple of years, so now I'm making a very large amount. However, I am a big proponent of salary transparency, especially as a woman in a male-dominated field. I've helped multiple people who were being underpaid negotiate higher salaries after sharing my salary history. I've also helped many younger college students who are looking to go into the industry by sharing my salary. So this evening, we were discussing the tech industry and how it's become such a popular field to go into. Both me and my fiancé work in tech, so we were offering our input from our own roles. My fiancé's little brother is planning on studying computer science in college, so he asked me, rather abruptly, how much I make as a PM. Since I believe in salary transparency, I went ahead and just said, well, after I got promoted to being a senior product manager a few months ago, my current salary is about $300,000. After I said that, my fiancé's brother said, "Holyshit," really loudly, and then congratulated me and called me impressive. I thanked him and told him that I'd be happy to help him when he starts looking for internships and jobs in college. However, then all of a sudden, my sil starts sniffling and I look at her and she's wiping tears from her face. My future mill starts to comfort her and is whispering something, and the whole table goes silent. I immediately apologize and asked what was wrong, and she just said, It's just fucking hard seeing people make that much when I'm making $15 per hour working my ass off 50 hours a week." She also said after that, "Some people really do get everything, huh?" and then glared at me and kept crying. Then she excused herself to the bathroom and my mill followed. Here's my SIL situation. She's currently a single mom and is pregnant with her second. She's working a minimum wage job to support her kid. I'm very empathetic to her situation and my fiancé, and I have extended a helping hand multiple times, e.g., babysitting, buying her child toys, other gifts, necessities, sending money and supplies, etc. Since the incident, she hasn't spoken to me. She actually ended up just walking out from dinner with my future mill and leaving the rest of us at the restaurant. My mill did text and told me that I acted insensitively and should give Sil a sincere apology. My fiancé's on my side and believes his sister was the one who acted rudely. See, I would apologize, but I think she owes me an apology too. Am I the asshole here? No assholes here except for Mill. You shared, and let's be honest, you make a ridiculous amount for 5Y of work experience. But you're right to support wage transparency. It was your choice to work in this field, and I'm sure you've earned the promotions, etc. But it must be disheartening for her to know that she won't earn that there'll always be a difference between her and her siblings, families, and that she won't be able to give her kids a lot, maybe not even the basics, with how it stands now. So she's no asshole either for how she reacted or felt. The only asshole move here is your mill accusing you of willful insensitivity, while it clearly wasn't. Have a conversation with your Sil.